Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our Oracle card for today belongs to the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle by Kelly T. Smith. The card for today is interesting. It's entitled, Time to Lighten Up. When is the time for us to lighten up? Well, when we feel heavy. Okay. Yes, when we feel already tired, when we feel that we are already low energy, maybe it's time for us to lighten up. When we also feel grouchy, when our patience is already by hanging on to thin threads, maybe it's time for us to lighten up. Sometimes we get too involved with our job, our career, or whatever it is we are pursuing at the present moment that we tend to forget to relax and be spontaneous, to recover a little bit. I mean, if you constantly work, there will come a time when the performance also slowly dips and the output that we give is no longer as high quality as it did when we were still beginning. Now, sometimes all we need to do is to just take a short break. Sometimes just leave the working table, take a short walk, feel the breeze, walk barefoot in the park, talk with some people, smile at strangers. Okay, just be careful whom you smile at. Okay, at the same time, also try to spend more time with people who mean a lot to you. Sometimes we get too involved in the career that we already are growing apart from the people that we love. We miss those milestones, especially if you have children and these children are growing up. Their developmental milestone will no longer return. So you need to cherish those moments because it will not come back. For example, the first time your child starts to crawl, the first time your child starts to stand up, the first time your child calls you mama or papa. These things you will hold close to your heart even when you become old. And you know they will never come back. If you miss this moment, well, you won't be able to get it anymore. But there's still now. You can still make the best of now. There are times when your child is still young. You can still hug them, and they are very dependent on you. There will come a time when they are already old and they will leave the nest, and the relationship will be different already. It's still beautiful, but it will be different. So it's important for us to take time to smell the roses. We work in order to live. We do not live in order to work. At the same time, if you are enjoying already your solitude, especially if you are already undergoing transformation, we also need to take a pause and go to the crowds, go to the madding crowds. It reminds me of the story of, I don't know if it is the Buddha, wherein somehow the story is the person goes to the forest in order to undergo transformation. But after undergoing transformation, the person has to go back again to the city because you need to share the richness of your discovery, of your growth to the universe. We need to somehow be of service also. So when you go into solitude, there is a need for you also to come back and share the fruits of your contemplation, the fruits of your transformation. So by nature, we need to take some moments of rest. Sometimes that moment of rest is to interact with people. Now sometimes also it's the other way around. To take a rest is if your work or your passion makes you interact with a lot of people. Sometimes the rest or the lightening up is being alone. Okay, so it depends on the situation that you are in. So if your work is that you are very much in touch with people, you interact with them, and you interact with their energies, sometimes lightening up is going to a quiet spot and decluttering those negative energies that you might have absorbed along the way. So you need to cleanse yourself, you need to spend more time with yourself, nurture yourself so that you can come back to the world much more refreshed, and you will continue to give quality service to the rest of mankind and the rest of the universe. So try to see how it resonates with you, but it's important to have some time also to lighten up and to live life to the full. I mean, living life to the full are two ways. One is giving your best in whatever endeavor or passion you are pursuing, but at the same time also taking short rests so that you will continue to be on fire. Now let's try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card so that we can gain more insights regarding time to lighten up. You may be taking life too seriously. It is easy to get stuck in a routine and lose awareness of how you are spending your time. Remember that whatever you are thinking and feeling has a huge influence on how things transpire for you. Pay attention to your actions, feelings, and expectations. Are you trying to force things to work out, putting extreme amounts of pressure on yourself and maybe others too? You may be overworking, overstressing, and underplaying. Your guides are coming to you today to tell you that it is time to lighten up. And by lightening up, they mean to literally bring in the light by experiencing more joy, laughter, and play. When you do this, it will be easier for you to create the outcome you are working toward. The card could also be a sign that you need to spend quality time with family and friends. Let go of the limiting belief that there is not enough time to do the things you love. Time is an illusion. When you pay attention to how you are using it, there is plenty of it to go around. How are you taking life too seriously? Find a way to bring joy, laughter, and play back into your life. This situation calls for a big dose of fun. When you stop taking life so seriously, you will have more time to enjoy it. Life is not meant to be all work and no play. Take the time that you need to relax and lighten up. Intuitive life coaching questions. In what areas of your life are you taking things too seriously? In what ways could you lighten up and bring in more joy and laughter? Well, that's it for today. I hope that this has inspired you to take short breaks and live the present moment. Seize the day. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.